Shawn Porter. How you doing today, brother?
Doing great, man. Excited to be here in Brooklyn.
You know, Deontay has a ton of power, great fighter, obviously. But in your view, when a guy loses, kind of like Mike Tyson or another guy who's kind of feared, it usually kind of has like a psychological effect. Do you think the same thing could happen to Deontay? Oh, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm excited to see him back. I think that people may not know the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius, so they're kind of looking past this fight and they're wanting to see Deontay in something more competitive. But I think more than anything, Deontay's got to fight past himself and past some of the things he's been through in the past. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a really good fight, and I think that Deontay, again, he's got a lot to prove to himself as well as the world.
Do you think that Deontay, outside of Tyson Fury, but do you think he can kind of work his way back into being a champion again?
No. Yes, he can, but no, he won't. A guy in his position doesn't need to work themselves back into a world championship fight. He doesn't need 3 or 4 fights to find his bearings and then get back into a championship fight. He needs to have this fight. I think maybe one more, depending on how this one goes, and then this championship night. Don't forget you got Andy Ruiz out there. A fight between Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. No, there's no true belt on the line, but it's a humongous fight. It's a big fight in the heavyweight division for America. So I think that's a great fight for him. It looks like it could be what's next for him. And I think after that would be an actual strap. If that was something that he wanted.
Give me your quick prediction, maybe breakdown because Usyk is supposed to be here on Saturday night. So what do you kind of think? How would you see that fight playing out, man?
I'm really interested and curious about a fight between Deontay Wilder and Alexander Usyk, simply because of that right hand that Deontay has. Let's also talk about the fact that I personally think that we're going to see a different Deontay on Saturday night, one who can use both hands, who can move in, move out, move left, and move right. That's something that we really haven't seen Deontay put together before. So, in a lot of ways, I do think that he's going to be new. That's the kind of Deontay Wilder would take to beat somebody like Alexander Usyk, who has a lot of speed. No, we haven't seen big power out of him. Definitely not a heavyweight yet, but I think that that makes for a really good fight. Someone who can run their hands in Alexander Usyk, and then someone in Deontay. Of course, we need to see him tomorrow night, or Saturday night. But if D can really put 1 and 2 together, maybe a sharp hook, I think Deontay's gonna be super, super sharp now, and I'm excited to see it.